happy 4th of July to all my Americans out there that are watching. So Independence Day. So this is the movie that I like to watch every 4th of July, even though I'm an Australian. You know what? I lived in America for a while, so I feel patriotic when I watch this movie. And you know what? We're not really getting a lot of those movies anymore out of Hollywood that make you feel patriotic because, let's be honest, it's not really something that people do anymore because it's almost considered like a bad thing to be proud of your country, to be proud to be American, you know? So when I watch this, it has all those themes of patriotism and people coming together to band together, to put all their differences aside, to fight the aliens. It's a really heartwarming movie. You know, for a disaster movie, this actually has a lot of heart, and I think that is what separates it from the other disaster movies in the genre because, you know, there is a level of disaster movies. Like, this is like the Jurassic Park of disaster movies because let's say there is like, I don't know, what's a really bad dinosaur movie, and then there is Jurassic Park. There would be like, in disaster movies, let's say Geostorm, and then there'd be like San Andreas, which is getting better, and then there is Independence Day. This is just a really enjoyable movie. Is it cheesy? Absolutely. It is completely cheesy. It is over the top. It is definitely a Roland Emmerich summer blockbuster movie. But you know what? I still love it. You know, and you need those types of movies that don't take themselves so seriously. You need those movies that you can just sort of switch off and enjoy and escape from reality a bit. So with that, let's get into my review of Independence Day. So a large part of what made this movie work so well was the cast. They had an amazing cast of people that you really cared about. You really went on the journey with them and became invested in their lives, and you genuinely wanted them to survive. You weren't just there to see the special effects. You wanted these people to make it to the end of the movie. So we had Will Smith, so he was the badass pilot guy who was punching aliens, and you know, he just did a great job in this. It was like Men in Black, you know, he was just in his element in these types of alien cheesy 90s movies. Not saying that Will Smith can't do more serious roles, but he really does well in the roles that are more comedic in my opinion. And then we have Jeff Goldblum. So Jeff Goldblum, everybody knows from Jurassic Park. He plays the role of the scientist guy that knows what's going on before everybody else does so well. And it's a very cliche role that you see in these sort of disaster movies. There's definitely the cliches in this. There is the dog that survives because in disaster movies, just like in horror movies, there is a formula that you have to follow. Simply put, the dog has to survive. But if you're in an action movie, let's say John Wick, just throw the rule book out the window. Same rules do not apply. But in this movie, you can just rest assured that the dog will always survive. But people, on the other hand, not so much. But anyway, I think that he did an amazing job. He was a really funny, enjoyable character, and I really enjoyed his interactions with his father. So I'm not sure what the name is of the guy that played his father, but he was hilarious.
The president, they know everything.
I don't know that.
Oh. You're going to educate them, huh? Yeah, so tell me something. Are you so smart? How come you spend 8 years in MIT to become a cable repairman?
Dad,
No, all I'm saying is they got people who handle these things, Dave. They want HBO, they'll call you.
So I really think that the special effects, obviously they're very outdated in some areas, but when you first see the spaceships flying into the atmosphere on Earth, I think it still stands up to this day as a very impressive special effect. And who can forget the president's speech by, I think it's Bill Pullman, who plays the president. He does an amazing job, and that speech seriously gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. It is hands down one of my all-time favorite movie speeches about unity and coming together.
We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
And let's face it, in the day and age that we live in at the moment, it would probably take an alien invasion for us to actually start working together. And I think, it's just a really heartwarming speech. So yeah, I think that this movie, it knows what it is. It doesn't try to be anything else than what it is. And I think that is why it excels so well. It doesn't try to be serious. Anyway, so I would give this movie an A. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought, and please consider subscribing or liking. It really helps my videos. Thanks, guys.